I am going to tell you a secret, and that is that the fastest sales page I ever wrote only took me 90 minutes, and it was a full-on 12-section sales page. And honestly, if you're going to tell any of my clients this, I will deny it. Hey, I'm Sandra, and I help online business owners make more money and get better results through strategic messaging and offers. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can write really profitable, high-converting sales copy or any kind of copy by lunchtime. We like speed. Make sure that you stick around to the very end to find out the one mistake I want you to avoid at all costs. Now, the first thing I want you to do is not sit down and write. It is sit down and get excited about the thing you are writing for. So whenever I write sales copy for anything, I spend a couple minutes getting excited. And the thing about this is that if I'm not excited about the offer or about my client's work or my client's offer that I'm copywriting for, how am I gonna convey or how am I gonna bring that into an audience, right? Like if I cannot get behind an offer, why would anyone want to buy it from me? So that is your very first thing, is like get behind the offer. And for me, I like to imagine the person that really needs this thing, right? That's gonna be so helped by whatever it is that I'm writing copy for or writing a sales email for or a post. They have it in their hand, right? And they're so glad that they found it and they decided to invest in it and it is helping them, right? So I imagine that and I'm like, what do I need to tell this person so that they understand that, hey, this is for them, right? This is right for them. And what that does at the same time is it tells anyone who it's not for, hey, this is not for you, right? If you don't recognize this copy, you're not this person, this offer isn't for you. So it filters, but it's mainly around like the energy you bring to the copy, the energy you bring to the writing, right? If you're falling asleep writing it, no one's gonna want to read it either. Secondly, make sure you do not sit there and stare at an empty page, because there is something about a completely blank doc that just messes with our brain and we're like, I don't know how to start, I cannot. So whatever you do, right, I always start with a template or some kind of script. If I write emails directly in my email service provider, I've got hey, first name already there, right? It's not blank. I really love starting with templates. Obviously I have a shop full of them, but I will also just I have an empty doc with my basic sales page framework, and I just know, right? I just know that these are all the things. There's some stuff already there. The framework is there. I'm not sitting down and going like, how do I write a sales page again, right? What do I put on there? I don't know. What should I start with today, right? I just start at the top with the opening line. And the opening line is actually my next tip, and that is write something. If the page is empty, write something. It can be bad. And the funny thing for the headline is I will write 20 different versions of them, and somehow I end up with the first one because I'm like, damn, my instinct was right, or shit, that was the perfect summary of it. That was the one that I needed. But whatever you do not sit there and keep staring at that cursor and that empty page. Like skip it, write anything. Hey, put the name of your favorite client there. But hey, so-and-so, this offer is for you because, and just start writing. Get something down. Speaking of templates, use them, right? All of my sales pages follow the exact same structure, even my sales emails and even all the different ones. And there's a different video on the 5 emails that any kind of email sequence needs. They all follow the same logic and the same order and the same framework. So if you have a framework and you use that, it's gonna be so much easier because you're not starting from scratch trying to figure out, what do I put in this email? How does that work? Where do I put the call to action, right? You just know like, hey, here are the 5 elements that I need, or hey, here's the 6 things that I always do. So whenever you can, like, use a template, use a system, avoid starting from scratch. And then before I'm gonna share you the one mistake that I see so often, I wanna talk to you about using your client's language. How do your clients speak about this? How do your Instagram followers speak about this? How do the people that have this problem that you solve talk about their problems, right? Are they sleep deprived or do they have insomnia? Are they tired, exhausted, wrecked, or knackered, right? It's so subtle, and yet using the words that your people use makes them read the copy and go like, oh, this person's in my head, right? So use the language of your clients and of your people and your group and your community wherever you can. And then finally, there's one mistake I want you to avoid at all costs, and that is to look at this and to look at your copy and to just overthink it and never publish it. At the end of the day, writing sales copy is really simple if you answer only 2 questions. And the questions are, what does someone need to know about this offer to make a buying decision? And why does it matter? And all you have to do is write that. Now, make sure that you also watch the video about the 4 reasons why anyone buys anything, so you make sure that you hit these points in your copy and make that purchase decision much easier. And if you want to support the channel, make sure to hit subscribe.